Hi, I'm Steve Lawrence, and I've got a secret.
I've Got a Secret, brought to you tonight by Tony, creator of fine beauty products for the woman who prefers the natural look of beauty care at home. From New York, here is I've Got a Secret, starring Steve Allen.
Thank you very much. Welcome once again to I've Got a Secret on this hot, cool, rainy, or snowy night in New York. See, this particular show that you're seeing at home is being taped for future use, or was taped for past use, something like that. And that explains why I have to be so vague about the weather tonight. As a matter of fact, I don't know for sure that I'm even alive right now. Look at that, but I can see very clearly the panel is, so let's meet them all. First, there's live Bill Cullen.
Don't bet on it.
Next, live Betsy Palmer. And then through the magic of videotape, Henry Morgan. And in living color, Bess Myerson. It's hard to believe this is my 412th show, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Panel, are you all set to play the game?
We are.
Well, I'm not, I'll tell you that. But now, anyway, may we have our first group of contestants? That could take all night, that shaking hands. Well, panel, we brought these people here tonight. That's it, sir. Because of their names. And it'll be your job to guess what those names are. Now, each of you will have to guess one name or set of names. And we'll start the guessing with you, Bill, and you'll be working with this gentleman on my left here. All I can tell you about him is that his name fits his occupation. And his occupation is electrician. He's an electrical contractor. Now, before you guess, let's let our audience at home see what this electrician's name is. All right, Bill, what do you think is a good name for an electrical contractor?
Either AC or DC would be the initials. Am I right so far?
Chester just nearly had a heart
What's
attack.
the matter,
Chester
Chester?
just committed suicide.
AC or DC, and the next is got to be current.
By golly, you got it. Sorry you didn't last very long with Brainy over there. But this is Mr. D.C. Current, and even though Bill didn't get much of a charge out of your name, I wonder if any of you over there... Yes, Henry, can you tell us what...
I would like to take this opportunity, Mr. Curran, on your behalf of straightening out America. People have to stop saying DC current. DC means direct current.
Right.
So that's making a direct current. It's ridiculous, right?
Right.
Will you help me in this campaign, sir?
The young man with Mr. D.C. Curran is his son, and young fellow, would you sneak in there to the mic and tell us all your name?
Flashlight.
What is it, honey?
AC Current.
That's right.
I'm talking to Ohio.
All right, Betsy, now we'll go on to the next game, and all I can tell you about this gentleman right over here standing is that he works in the advertising business, but that has nothing to do with his name. And the young lady seated next to me in this pretty green Chinese dress is his secretary. So you have to guess what names a boss and a secretary might have. But first, let's let our audience see what these names are. First, the boss's name. And now we'll show you all what the secretary's name is. Well, Betsy, it's now up to you to guess a good romantic combination of names.
A romantic combination.
Mm-hmm. There's a little hint for you.
Ah. Well, I was thinking of the combination my husband and I have. He's captain and I'm yardbird. So I can't get broken at all.
I
That doesn't
see.
work with you two. Bill and Coo.
No.
You said it was
Not
romantic.
All right, we're going to have to tell you.
Turtle Dove.
You're in the right direction, but it might take some time. So, Betsy, I want you to meet, first of all, Mr. Richard Burton and his secretary, Elizabeth Taylor. Are you two kids, by any chance, going to get married?
No, Steve, I don't think my wife would approve.
I can see, yeah. What's it like, Elizabeth? You probably take a lot of kidding around the office, or did at first, at least, didn't you, when you started to work for Mr. Burton?
Yes, I did.
All
It's
right.
all right with me, though.
Good.
It's all right with my husband.
Well, everybody's covered then, and you make a lovely pair no matter how you look at it. So now we'll get on here to Henry's guessing game. Henry, this couple right in behind me here also have an unusual name, and all I can tell you is that they are married and they live in Paradise, Kansas. Before you guess, let's let the audience know what the names are. There they are. Henry, it's up to you.
Adam and Eve?
Good guessing.
Pardon?
Good guessing, but wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Is their name Eden?
Mm-mm.
Is it, well, you said not connected with his business, just that they live in Paradise? Is that the name of a town?
It happens to be the name of town. Paradise, Kansas, yeah.
Who else? There are very few people in Paradise.
You want to see it now, Henry? It's loaded, really. If you'd only brought property when it was open, you know all those
Like
lines.
heaven or angel?
Yes.
Apple and snake, angel, and devil, and
By
apple.
golly, yeah, that's the idea. Their names are the Angels of Paradise, Kansas. Mr. and Mrs. John Angel. Mr. Angel, were you born in Paradise, or did you move there because the town went with your name, or what?
I was born there.
I see. Well, that's a nice arrangement. Whatever that means. And now, for our final guessing game, Bess, we're going to give you our last guest's name. We're going to give you the name. It's Thomas Thomas. And we're going to show the audience, however, not you, Bess, what makes his name so interesting to us. Bess, what do you think Thomas's secret is?
Well, is he half of a twin?
No.
No? Oh, it has to do with your occupation?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh. You always are in double trouble. Do you have a sister called Susan?
No.
I know. He plays tom-tom.
He may, but I don't know, no. I'm sorry. No, as a matter of fact, the thing is, this is Mr. Thomas from Walla Walla, Washington.
Oh, wow.
Has anybody ever accused you of stuttering when you give your name in town, Mr. Thomas?
No, sir.
Well, then I'm sorry I thought of it. But seriously, thanks to all of you for being with us tonight. It was great fun talking to you and meeting you all. Thank you. We'll be right back with you. Now it's time to meet our special guest for the evening, one of the most versatile young performers in our business. You've always known he's a great singer, but recently he proved by his brilliant performance in the hit Broadway show What Makes Sammy Run that he's a great actor as well. My old buddy, Steve Lawrence. Here he is. Good to see you, Steve.
Nice to see you. I'm very happy to be with you again.
Well, it's wonderful to have you.
I'm very excited. You know, I just ran into Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton back there. No, not the people that were on.
Oh, the real one.
No, there's another couple that have the same name.
You're kidding.
No, I ran into another movie star back there, Lassie. But it wasn't the real one either. Oh. The last time I'll take a line from Harry. Thank you, Burton. How are you, Steve?
I'm fine.
I've been watching the show. You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you. But, you know, it's a funny thing because it's so different from my own show. I'm still a little nervous about it. Seems a little hectic to me. Even after...
Nervous? You nervous?
After another 4 or 5 years, I'll probably smooth
That's
out.
not what I read in a paper. I read a...
What do you mean?
Well, I've done a little research, which is, by the way, in connection with the secret that I have here tonight.
Uh-huh.
There was a statement made by you a couple of months before you took over I've Got a Secret, and it said, with a show like I've Got a Secret, there's no pressure on the MC at all.
Did I say that?
Well, I didn't make it up. Yes, you evidently said that to
I see.
a gentleman at the Albany Times.
It's funny how those remarks come back to haunt you after the years. What about the other clippings?
I
you
have some clippings here. These are all quotations made by the four panelists.
Uh-huh.
And they've appeared in newspapers and magazines throughout the country. And I thought it would be fun, maybe, if I could maybe read the quotation and see if they could guess which one of them said it.
Right. Well, panel, you're going to
You've
enjoy
all
this.
said a lot of things in the past.
Yeah, watch your step now. You're going to enjoy this little game, though. Steve Lawrence is going to read these seriously, actual quotations made by one or another of you to the press. And then after you hear it, you have to guess which one of you said it, or which one of you thinks you said it, or whatever. So what's the first one, Steve?
Well, the first one I'd like to direct to Bill.
Thanks.
This one appeared at the Boston Advertiser in 1960. The panel shows are nice. It really isn't work at all. Actually, we should pay them for allowing us to do the show. Bill, do you think you can guess who said that?
Yeah.
Who do you think?
Honestly, I didn't mean it, but I think I said it. I honestly...
Well, if you did say it, it didn't appear in the Boston Advertiser.
Well, someone else said it.
Yeah.
Well, I know it wasn't Henry. Because he goes the other way. And that leaves us now Bess and Betsy. And I think, let me see, I just have to take a wild guess. I think Betsy would be more apt to say something that irresponsible.
Well, would whoever really...
Do any of you disagree with that?
Well, I'll read it again.
Read it again. It says, panel shows are nice. It really isn't work at all. Actually, we should pay them for allowing us to do the show.
Nobody said that on this panel.
Was the person who was willing to admit saying that put his or her hand up?
Which one of you remembers
I
saying
think I said it.
Isn't that funny? They all think they said it.
to tell you the truth.
Well, actually, the quote appeared in the paper, and it was a quote from Miss Betsy Palmer.
What do you have next, sir,
Betsy,
Steve?
I have one for you.
You
This
have one?
particular
Yeah.
quote appeared in the Star Ledger in Newark. And the quote is, for breakfast, I have prune juice, honey, and vitamin pills. Then I put 2 raw eggs, skim milk, and coca in a blender, mix well, and drink it.
They do what in a blender?
Mix it well.
They blend in the
You
blender.
put
What do you-
something in... No, I didn't hear these
It
guys
says,
the
for
eggs.
breakfast, I have prune juice,
Got that.
honey, and vitamin pills.
Yes, that I know.
Then
who
I
that
put
is.
2 raw eggs, skim milk, and coca in a blender, mix well, and drink it. Now, can you guess who said that?
That can only be a woman on the move, and that's Bess Myerson.
You
I
happen
was
to be right.
misquoted.
You were misquoted.
I said apple juice.
Bess, do you really have that for breakfast?
I
Not
did
every day.
then. Now I'm very
You're
sick.
feeling better now, I
Oh,
think.
much better.
The
And
guy
I'm not
that-
hungry all the time.
The guy that did that story put his notes in the blender, and they came out a little bit mixed up. What's next, Steve?
This one appeared in the New York Journal American in 1959. We'll direct this to Henry. I'm wicked when armed with a pair of eggs and my secret recipe for souffle.
That's
Can you
ridiculous.
guess who said that, Henry?
I don't know why anybody would want to. I'm wicked when armed with a pair of eggs.
And my secret recipe for souffle.
Well, that's probably Betsy.
Oh, no. I'm a good cook.
Well, that's what it says. That's what it
Play out
says.
of 2 eggs, for gracious sake.
I don't even start up with it. He just asked me who I thought said it.
souffle out of 2 eggs.
You would.
Yeah. I don't like big, fat souffles,
You
and
like nice flat ones.
I think I said that.
You're
That's
right,
right.
Bill Cullen. You did
Well,
say it.
I make a souffle. How many eggs do you use? I like a little souffle. I don't...
Don't
You got-
invite me to your house for dinner.
You have another one, Steve?
Yeah, Bess, can you guess
know
who
one of your
who said this? In Look magazine, March 3rd, 1959. This appeared. Sometimes, you know, I think I should have been born a vegetable. Perhaps an olive swimming around all day in a nice, cool
Oh, we
martini.
know who that is. Oh, boy.
Well, I once saw somebody in shorts swimming around in a pool, and he looked like an olive in a martini. Had
And
to
who
be
was-
Henry Morgan.
No.
No. In the first place, I drink Gibsons, which have onions in them, you see. Thanks, honey. I'll tell you what I drink.
Listen, Henry, we don't give a hoot if you drink it.
And in a pool, I don't look like an olive.
No, I was jesting. Isn't it Henry?
No.
I'm
No, it's not
astonished.
Henry.
No?
Gotta be.
Bill?
No.
Betsy
Okay, will the
said-
guilty party
Betsy?
will the guilty party raise their hand?
Steve Allen.
Well, thanks a
Betsy,
lot.
you better raise your hand, Betsy Palmer.
Betsy, you said
What? I don't drink martinis.
He didn't say you drank them.
Well,
Why does it feel like an olive in a martini?
you might have been drunk at the time, Betsy.
I know the man who wrote that thing. I know where it appeared. It appeared in the TV guide. Dreadful man. He said,
That's right. It was written by Irving Dreadful.
Now, who can guess? There's a direct quote for TV Guide. He's a dreadful man. Now, who said that? Yeah.
did I say that, really?
Yes.
He says you said it.
I
That's all.
say you said that.
It's an allegation.
Friend, never read anything you see in print. That's about the size of it.
Which one of you remember saying? Which one of you remember saying? Sometimes I think I look like a giraffe.
Like a giraffe?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Giraffe?
Yes, a giraffe.
Oh, a giraffe.
I couldn't have said that.
I'd have to, well,
What do you think, Henry?
Who looks like a giraffe?
well, it would be somebody who's tall and was having a bad day and was feeling very self-conscious. And I'm not very tall, and Bill's not very tall.
And you never have a bad day?
I have one long bad day. That's my whole life. But I never felt like a giraffe. Did you?
No.
Betsy
I've
did.
looked
Not
Well,
I.
February 1st, Bess Myerson, obviously you felt like a giraffe.
Well,
Because you made that quote to the Citizens.
you see,
News.
I've always said that it's not the altitude, but the attitude. And on that particular day, I must have felt like a giraffe. Sometimes I feel like a peanut.
Today you look like a pussy cat.
Next time you feel like a buzzer, let me know.
Which one of you remembers saying, the ideal panelist should have charm, beauty, grace, money, and 2 good suits?
We just have a couple of seconds to guess that one.
It can't be we.
I think I said that.
You're right, Henry. You did say that.
on any
You really know yourself pretty well. Well, Steve,
Yes, Steve. Which one of you remembers saying, give me life, or give me... No, none of you said that.
none of us said that. I think you said that.
Yes.
And the man down there said we're getting a little bit behind. Steve, I just want to thank you very much for joining us. And since we're both on the same block here in New York, why don't we get together more often?
My pleasure, Steve. I am just about a street down from here.
I'm hip.
I got to run over to the show right now.
What makes Sammy run? What makes Steve run back to that theater right now?
Right now, that's
Steve,
what-
thank you. Now may we have our next contestants, please. Good evening, gentlemen. Would you give us your names and tell us where you're from?
Jim Cruikshank from Scotland.
Chris Shevlin from Scotland.
John Cumming from Scotland.
Alan Gordon from Scotland.
All right, panel. You're looking here, as you can tell, at 4 young gentlemen from Scotland. They happen all to be athletes, and they came here all the way from... Oh, yes. This is I've Got a Secret, that's right. But you are looking at these young gentlemen. Now they're going to tell us the secret. And high time, too. That's right. I inadvertently gave you a little hint there, but I don't think it'll do you any good anyway. Because these gentlemen are, as I was saying, athletes, and they're here from Scotland. And there's a little more to the secret, even more than that. Yes, but keep that in mind, that they are athletes from Scotland. Yeah. The rest of the secret is...
Yeah.
And now these 4 gangsters from Chicago, ladies and gentlemen. See, that'll teach you to believe me. No, they are actually athletes from Scotland, and I wish I were an athlete in Scotland myself at this moment. Anyway, they came here all the way from Scotland. And when they leave, they'll be going all the way back to Scotland. And that concludes our program for this evening. Now, panel, looking at you and looking at our panel, don't you think there's something a little unfair here? Yeah, well, that's right. There is something unfair. There's another hint for you, panel. And now let's see if Betsy Palmer can start figuring out not only what I'm talking about, but what their secret is.
Does it have to do with a sport, gentlemen?
Yes.
All right, $20 won, 60 to go. Henry Morgan?
I'd say nothing has been established, right?
Except my reputation.
You fellas are not in the booze business.
There are 4 athletes from Scotland.
4 athletes
Yes,
from
4
Scotland, yes, they're Scottish.
You do anything that is known roughly as a field sport?
Yes.
$40 down, and we go to Bess.
And, gentlemen, are you perhaps going to practice this field sport indoors tonight? Oh, no?
Well, yes and no-ish.
Because they cleared the stage, and I assume we're going to see some action. We are.
Yes.
Is Steve going to participate?
Not directly, no.
No? Are any of us?
Yeah,
Yes?
the answer to that question is yes. $60 down, 20 to go. Bill
Are
Cullen?
they going to play whatever it is against us?
Yes.
Oh, marvelous.
All of us?
Yep.
4 athletes from Scotland? Playing...
Actually, they're a vocal group, the 4 athletes.
Ah, good. I'll go with them.
No, well, no, that's all the money, right. The game is over as far as the game is concerned.
Now we lose the next game. Now we got another game to lose.
The game is over, the jig is up. But they are actually going to play you, but it's not as fair as it sounds.
Oh.
Because they're going to play you without using their hands.
Good, it's soccer, right? Soccer. They're not going to use their hands. Soccer? Oh, good.
Now, I know that you guys don't play volleyball very often.
Oh, volleyball. They're not going to use their hands?
And they don't play volleyball either. It gets more confusing with every passing minute here.
They're soccer players.
They are soccer
They kick
players.
everything.
Well, you're a poker player, but okay.
Yeah. And everybody.
So they're going to play volleyball, but no hands.
Good, good.
Lots of feet, but no
yeah.
hands. Good.
Stay on your own side of the net.
Okay, so now let's open the curtains and hush my mouth, and we'll see where we're going to play. There's the site of the big game. So now, if everybody will take the court, you guys can go to the locker room and change clothes.
Which side do we go? Home team.
Just right over here is the home field. Where take yourself comfortable there. Have some positions for you worked out. If you want to get the ball in action there, see how you handle that. And I'm going to contribute in any way I can over here by working as the referee.
Where do we stand?
Where do you stand? Pretty low in my estimation, fella, I'll tell you. No, actually, make it easy on yourself.
Oh, that ball's very heavy.
And now the gentlemen have divested themselves of their outer garments, more or less. And here comes the International Soccer League team. Now, here's kind of a tricky rule. Panel, the opponents are going to take the ball on one bounce because of their handicap, you see. Now, you've got to hit it, however, you've got to hit it while it's still in the air. All right? We're all ready now. So you guys get to serve all the time. That's another little sort of a favorite. So it's volleyball time, ready, set, and you're off. And they get...
Oh, well, you're going to take all...
Hey, it's over. There's their one bounce. If it hits again, they lose a point. And here he goes. Come on, Betsy.
Beautiful.
Hey, whoop.
Henry.
Yeah! Whoop. Ball is still in play. Still in play. Oh!
Hooray for us.
1 point for the home team. The I've Got a Secret panel leads 1-0. And we are now suddenly in the fourth quarter for some reason.
Bill, you said hit you.
I think that's a point for the visitors. It's now 1-1.
Oh, that's 2 points.
That's 2 points for the visitors. Class will tell, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. We are playing volleyball. In case you just tuned in late, this game was invented in 1903 by Rudy Volley and Lucille Ball. Now Betsy serves. A tough one. One bounce. Chest, the knee. Up and all right, that's another point for the visitors. The score is now 4-2. Betsy serves once again. A mean serve. She means it to be a serve. Look at that. They're showing off the Harlem Globetrotters. And there we go. Hit it with your head. Watch it, watch it. Hey!
Oh, Bill! Oh!
Points for the visitors. You keep bouncing it on your head, and that'll clear up your 8 sinus cavities, fellas. We're going to get off the track here for just a few seconds, but the game will continue. Come on right back after hearing this important message. Well, you folks have missed a lot of action. The score is now 107 for the team from Scotland, and still just 3 for the home team. Hey! Whoop! Hey! Lots of action. Oh! Holy smoke. That's all we have time for this week, folks. We'll meet you here at the old locker room, and I've Got a Secret next week. Night, everybody.
This program was pre-recorded. This is John Cannon speaking.
Hi, I'm Steve Lawrence, and I've got a secret.
I've Got a Secret, brought to you tonight by Tony, creator of fine beauty products for the woman who prefers the natural look of beauty care at home. From New York, here is I've Got a Secret, starring Steve Allen.
Thank you very much. Welcome once again to I've Got a Secret on this hot, cool, rainy, or snowy night in New York. See, this particular show that you're seeing at home is being taped for future use, or was taped for past use, something like that. And that explains why I have to be so vague about the weather tonight. As a matter of fact, I don't know for sure that I'm even alive right now. Look at that, but I can see very clearly the panel is, so let's meet them all. First, there's live Bill Cullen.
Don't bet on it.
Next, live Betsy Palmer. And then, through the magic of videotape, Henry Morgan. And in living color, Bess Myerson. It's hard to believe this is my 412th show, isn't it? Panel, are you all set to play the game?
We are.
Well, I'm not, I'll tell you that. But now, anyway, may we have our first group of contestants? That could take all night, that shaking hands. Well, panel, we brought these people here tonight. That's it, sir. Because of their names. And it'll be your job to guess what those names are. Now, each of you will have to guess one name or set of names. And we'll start the guessing with you, Bill. And you'll be working with this gentleman on my left here. All I can tell you about him is that his name fits his occupation. And his occupation is electrician. He's an electrical contractor. Now, before you guess, let's let our audience at home see what this electrician's name is. All right, Bill, what do you think is a good name for an